Matt from Honor Through Movement, going to take you through a little bit of a sequence of moves with some oxygen advantage breath work. So if you do nothing else of a day, this is like a daily minimum. We're going to bring in some daily breath work that is super good for you and some daily basic movements that if you don't do anything else, just give these a go, you'll be fine. It's also something that if you've never done anything like this before, never done any fitness, if you just do this most days for, I don't know, a few weeks, you will see dramatic changes in your posture, in your strength, in your breath, in your mental health, and that all compounds to the good because everything compounds. So this is going to take minutes for you. So we're just going to lie down and take your knees towards the ceiling. We've got our feet on the ground. Sacrum, which is your lower part of your spine, is on the ground. Shoulders and the back of the skull is on the ground. And I just want you to take your attention to breathing in and out through the nose. So we only do nose breathing. The mouth is not a breathing organ. I'm going to breathe in and out through my mouth because I've got to do lots of talking. If it wasn't for that, I'd be breathing in through my nose. And when you move into high athletic zones, you can breathe in and out through the mouth, but mindfully, you want to try and bring your breath work back to nose only. So pushing into the feet, pushing into the back ribs. We're just going to push the hip skywards. Use your thumbs. Tap that glute on each side. And let's get that mobilized. And we're still breathing in and out through the nose. And while we're holding this up in this low bridge, so bring your hands to the back ribs. Are the back ribs in touch with the mat? That's what we want. That is a low bridge. You'll see a lot of people doing these high bridges and a push up like that. Not what we're doing here. Bring those low ribs. It's more challenge. Touch those glutes. Are they turned on? Mine are. Hopefully yours are too. Breathing in and out through the nose, and I just want you to take a normal breath in, followed by a normal breath out. Stop breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in and out through the nose. Roll that spine down, touch your sacrum to the mat, push in with your feet, come all the way back up to that low bridge. Breathe in, take a full exhale, and stop breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume breathing. Roll your spine down, vertebra one by one. Touch that sacrum. Push into your feet equally. Come back up to a low bridge. Take a normal breath in. Take a normal breath out. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing normally, roll that spine down, vertebra one at a time. Touch that sacrum, push in with your feet, come back up to a low bridge. Take a normal breath in. Exhale through the nose and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing normally, roll through the spine. Tap that sacrum down, push evenly through the feet, come back up to a low bridge. Hold that there, nice and still. Touch those glutes again. Are they on? Okay, so this exercise is really good because we're using the glutes. The glutes are so ignored. I used to have really bad knees, and the physiotherapist said, Matt, your knees are fine. It's your bum. You don't have the strength in the glutes. You need to work those glutes because they are weak. If your glutes aren't picking up the load they should, your knees will carry it, and that's what's blowing your knees out. So I'm working on my knees here. I'm working on my quads and my thighs, and I'm gently kind of pulling my feet towards me slightly so I can feel it in my hamstrings. And my core is braced. You get a nice strong core all the way around this girdle here, this corset of muscles. This is why it's so important. Now, we just did those breath holds for 5 seconds. What we're doing there is, as you are not breathing, your carbon dioxide is gently building up in your body. Carbon dioxide is not a toxic waste gas. Carbon dioxide actually dilates your blood vessels as it builds up. Dilating your blood vessels is a good thing as it allows your blood pressure to regulate, allows the blood flow to move more easy. And roll that spine down, tap the sacrum down, take a breath in through the nose, exhale, and we'll just push into the feet, come up to a low bridge again, and at the top there, use your thumbs, touch your glutes, make sure they're on again. Make sure all your core muscle, your legs are on. And we'll just gently pulse here. Good. Also, what happens when you breathe in and out through the nose, there is a molecule called nitric oxide. It's only available to you via nose breathing because it occurs in the nasal cavity. Nitric oxide has a few functions, but one of them is a vasodilator, much like carbon dioxide. As it goes down into your lungs, opens up the blood vessels at the lungs, which allows for an optimal gas blood exchange in the lungs. And the reason we breathe in and out through the nose, well, there's lots of reasons, but primarily, well, it slows your breath, doesn't it? If it slows your breath, it slows your mind. If you have a calm mind, you can have reason, you can have rationale, you can use a strategy. It keeps you in a more calm state of mind, which allows you to do what you plan to do and allows you to, well, it keeps stress and anxiety at bay. The very, very first thing you want to do to change your state is to change your breath. And the reason you're here right now is because you want to be calm. So we slow the breath by using the nose and low all the way down. And our sacrum is on the mat. We can release those muscles. I want you to reach your hands up towards the ceiling as if you're holding a tray, breathing in through your nose, and pull the fingers back on that finger break on your left hand, pushing the heel of the palm upwards. And while we're doing that, we're just going to flap our legs in and out. So we've got some movement of the thighs. My feet are flat on the ground. I'm just flapping my legs from side to side. So I'm getting some movement and some heat in my hips. That's good. I'm still breathing in and out through the nose. What I'd like you to do is, in your mind, on an inhale, count 4. And on an exhale, count 6. So we're making the exhale longer than the inhale. Change hands. Keep flapping those legs. Quite a bit to be thinking of here. Breathing in for 4. Breathing out for 6. If you make the exhale longer than the inhale, you are automatically bringing your body into a parasympathetic state. That is your rest and digest. We are creating the conditions for calm. This is a movement meditation. It's a breath meditation. And if you're focusing on your breath and focusing on the movement, you're not focusing on the stresses and the demands of the day. Okay, bring those legs to stillness. Bring your hands to your thighs. Feel your thighs. They are there. Feel the sacrum in touch with the ground. Shoulders in touch with the ground. Back of the head in touch with the ground. Keep with that nasal breathing. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Cup your hands behind the back of your head. And wherever you have to be, I would like you to inhale now. Exhale, curl up. We're just using the strength of our core to close the distance between our low ribs and our hips. So count to 6. And then we'll inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl back up. So I'm not pulling on my head. I'm just allowing my core to do the work. Inhale, lower all the way down. Exhale, come back up. Now I've kind of lost the count here, but I am making the exhales longer than the inhales, and that's what's important. Inhale, lower all the way down. And this one we're going to exhale, and then take a gentle twist to the left, keeping off the left shoulder. Come back to center, inhale and lower. All the way through the nose, exhale, coming up, taking a twist to the right, keeping off the right shoulder blade, coming back to center, inhale and lower. Exhale, come all the way up, take a twist to the left, extend the right hand outside the right thigh, keeping off that left shoulder, hand back behind the head, turn to center, inhale and lower. Exhale, come back up, take a twist to the right, left hand goes outside the right thigh, pulling my belly button in towards my spine, keeping off the right shoulder blade, back to center, hand behind the head, inhale and lower. Exhale, adding on again, twist towards the left, right hand goes outside the left thigh, extend my right leg at the knee, toes curl towards my face, foot comes down, hand behind the head, back to center, inhale and lower. Exhale through in the nose, come up, turn towards the right, left hand outside the right thigh, extend the left leg, curls toes towards my face, and then hand behind the head, lower the foot, inhale, one more. Exhale, turn towards the left, right hand outside the left thigh, extend the right foot, and bending those toes towards me, keeping off the left shoulder, hand behind the head, foot goes down. Inhale as we come back. Exhale through the nose, turn towards the right, left hand outside the right thigh, extend the left leg, toes towards my face, keeping off my right shoulder blade. Back to center, hand behind the head, inhale and lower. Breathing in and out through the nose. Allow your feet to go to the width of the mat. Keep your feet in contact with the mat, and my arms are going to be at, whether you want to call it goalpost, which is what we do in America, but we can call it cactus, also American. And we're just going to rotate, just windscreen wiper your knees from side to side. And maybe you'll come off the soles of the feet to get a nice exaggerated twist, keeping shoulder blades in touch with the ground, breathing in and out through the nose. Also, when you breathe in through the nose as opposed to breathing in through your mouth, you have to use the diaphragm, which is your primary breathing muscle. We're drawing that inhale down to the lower part of the lungs, where you have all the alveoli, which are your air sacs, and mainly towards the base of the lungs, towards the bottom. So by breathing in through the nose, we get more air down to the lower parts of the lungs, where we can get optimal gas exchange using that nitric oxide. Good. Come to stillness, and however you want to get to all fours, I'm just going to roll up, come around to all fours. I'm still breathing in and out through my nose. My knees are beneath my hips. My shoulder is above my wrists. My knees are kind of tucked in a little bit. Back of my head is towards the sky, but I'm looking straight towards my mat. Curls my toes, and I'm just going to do some cat-cow here. So I'm just going to roll with my hips forward, lower the belly, and look towards the front, dropping my chest beneath my shoulder blades on an inhale. Exhale, we're going to rotate the other way, pushing the mat away, and get full articulation through the spine. That's into my cat. Inhale through to my cow. Exhale, it's my cat. So we've got breath with movement here, in and out through the nose. This exercise, cat-cow, is one that physiotherapists love you for. Physiotherapists will give you a high five, whether to see you or know you were doing this exercise. It is brilliant. There we go. In and out through the nose. Your breath with your movement, making each exhale longer than the inhale. As I said, that calms the mind. Coming back to a neutral spine, pushing evenly into the hands, and I'm just going to hover my knees and pike my hips towards the sky, and I'm in downward dog. I'm on the balls of my feet. I can put my heels down if I wanted to, but that might compromise my form here. But I've got a nice straight line, I hope. You can see better than I can. From my hands, up my arms, through to my hips. My hips are as high as I can get them, and slight bend in my knees. And I'm just going to pedal my legs, making one leg straight, the other one bent. And I can feel that stretch in my side body. This is good. I can feel the strength in my shoulders as I stabilize, drawing my belly button up towards my spine. Okay, come to stillness, breathing in and out through the nose. Look towards the hands. Walk your feet towards your hands. Push evenly into your hands. Coming up into high mountain. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we will just do one round of sun salutations. And then you can be on your merry way, as can I. And that is a nice basic little flow with breath work that you can do every day if you've just got 10 minutes or so. Inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring your hand to the mat. If you've got blocks, you can use those. Step your right foot back, lower the right knee under the hip. Top of the foot is down. Inhale, my hands forward and up, feeling a stretch through my hips. Just breathing in and out through the nose there. Take an inhale. And with an exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back into plank. Right foot joins it. Lower the knees. Exhale, bring yourself down to the mat. Inhale, pulling your chest through your shoulders into a cobra. Exhale, curl the toes. Push yourself back and up into a downward facing dog. Whatever suits you, look towards your hands. Breathing in and out through the nose. Enjoy that breath. Nice and slow. Exhale longer than the inhale. That's critically important. I could tell you all kinds of science about that, but frankly, you'd find that boring. And since you're watching this video, you haven't got the time. Step your feet between your hands. Drop your left knee between your hip, top of the foot. 90-90 lunge. Inhale your hands forward and up. Your left glute should be on. So take your left thumb, just jab yourself in the buttock. Can you turn that muscle on? Feeling the stretch in your hip flexor, which is the front part of your hip on the left side. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your left foot to reach your right. Straight back. Inhale. Arms forward and up. Exhale, back to the mat. Keep a straight back. Bend the knees. Left foot goes back. Lower the left knee. Keep the toes tucked. Left knee is under the left hip. Inhale those hands forward and up. And I'm pushing some nice stretch into the bottom side of my left foot. I'm drawing my left knee forward as my right heel is drawn back, almost scissoring, keeping my hips facing towards the front, breathing in and out through my nose. That's good. Hands come down to the mat. Step your right foot back, left foot. We're in a plank. Lower the knees. Exhale, lower yourself to the mat. Inhale, pull yourself forward into a cobra. Your glutes are on as well, breathing in and out through the nose there. My thighs are on, my legs are turned on, tensing those muscles, pushing my toes into the mat. Exhale, push back and up into a downward facing dog, whatever suits you. And you can pedal your legs there. Pushing into your finger mounds, that's where most of the weight distribution is, equally between both hands, where the fingers meet the palms. And come to stillness, look towards your hands, step your left foot forward, lower the right knee, keep those toes tucked. Inhale your arms forward and up. Again, take your right thumb, jab yourself in the buttock. Is that muscle on? Core is engaged. Enjoy those breaths. Stretching upwards, keeping a nice disciplined straight body from my knee up to my hips, up to my shoulders, up to my hands. And my hands come to the mat. Step my right foot forward to reach the left foot. Push forward and up. Hands to heart center. Breathing in and out through the nose. That's good. And bring yourself to lying down on the mat. And you can bring your knees in, give them a bit of a hug. We're just going to rock gently from side to side. You're still breathing in and out through your nose. Oh, what more science can I tell you about breathing in and out through your nose? Your nose is a filter. It has fine hairs, it has mucus, it collects particles of bacteria, of viruses, of pollutants that you don't want to go down into your lungs. So your lungs then has a clean or cleaner filtered breath that you just wouldn't get where you just breathe in and out through your mouth. Also, it's a restrictor, so it makes you breathe slower, so that calms your mind. And also, it warms the air, so the air has more of a chance to get up to body temperature before it goes into your lungs. Because if you breathe in through your mouth, the air will come to your lungs very quickly, and it can be up to 10 degrees cooler than it would were it to come through your nose. And that's just too cool for your body to do much with. So you get an optimal gas exchange when your air introduced to your lungs at an optimal temperature, which is only available through breathing through your nose. There we go. Okay, and stretch your left leg long, stretch your right leg long, and just relax. And just breathe in and out through the nose, no more doing. From the top of your head, scan, are there any muscles in your scalp, in your forehead, around your eyes, in your jaw, in your tongue? With each exhale, allow any tension just to dissipate, moving down towards your shoulders, into your arms and your fingers, chest, core, glutes. Each exhale takes you further into relaxation, and removes all this unwanted tension. Take your awareness to your thighs, to your calves, to your ankles, to your toes. Full relaxation, and you can extend your exhale to be even longer. And that's good. And you might notice that just by virtue of allowing your exhale to be so much longer than your inhale, your body has no choice but just to relax. Because there's a part of your brain that's always spying on you. And the first thing it looks at is your breath. And if you're breathing fast and hard, and maybe you're not even aware of it, but your unconscious mind is. And if your breath is fast and hard, or fast and shallow, it will go, uh-oh, there's a threat. Raise the anxiety levels, dial back the bodily systems we don't need, so that you can overcome this threat, which may or may not be there. But if you can breathe slower, the first thing your body sees is a long exhale, and a long exhale means there's no threat. No threat means all bodily systems can work as they should. So that could be your lymphatic system, your immune system, your digestive system, your reproductive system. All of these work online when you're not stressed. And the quickest way to not be stressed, change your breathing, in and out through the nose, exhale longer than the inhale. Now, of course, there's a whole lot more science I could be teaching you, but that can wait for another day. For now, you've moved your body and done the bare minimum, and really, if that's all you've got time for today, that's great, well done. You got on the mat and you did it. And another day, maybe you'll do more. Another day, maybe you'll be too busy to do anything. But if nothing else, if you can just lay down on the mat, or even just lay down on the floor beside your bed, and just do some low bridge lifts, that's better than nothing. And sometimes that's just all you need to do. Okay. And you can bring yourself up to seated, however you want to do that. And thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Matt, Oxygen Advantage Advanced Instructor. This is Honor Through Movement. Thank you very much. See you next time.